where you're from, saying hello to everybody. I believe we are live on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. So if you prefer to do things on YouTube, head on over to the YouTube channel or YouTube, go to Melissa Radke, click subscribe to that channel, and you'll be able to watch us there as well. Maybe you're watching on your phone. I don't care where you watch this. I wish we were able to do it live on TikTok and live on Instagram, but we don't have all of the setup for that. So are we live on YouTube as well right now?
I'm not seeing it on either one. It says we are.
Let me check. Let me check.
Yeah, we are.
On which one?
Both.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. Okay, guys, I'm checking in on Facebook right now. To do things on YouTube, head on over to them. Oh, yay. Okay, good. Okay, guys, I'm checking in on Facebook right now. Okay. People are on Facebook. That's awesome. I'm going to go over to YouTube and see if it looks great on Facebook. I'm going to go over to YouTube and see if we're there. Oh, I think we are. We've got 57 people on YouTube. Awesome. Okay. Great. Everything is looking good here. I'm turning my phone off because now listen. I have my phone set on complete silence, but my phone has 4 people in it, I think, that can call me even when it's on do not disturb, and it will go through. One is Rocco, but he's at school and they don't have phones, so we should be clear there. One is David, and he's here. But one is my father, who is in a doctor's appointment with my mother. I will answer that one. I will leave a podcast right in the middle to answer that call. And one is Remy. And now she's away at school, but she doesn't know we're going live. So if she calls, we can't be mad at her. Okay. What we can do is put her on loud up here on the computer. We'll do a formal introduction and whole welcome to the Radke Show podcast in just a second. We're just kind of getting settled in right now. But David did just come and sit down. Well, I'll be darned. Oh, Chris, I was just thinking about you because you're in Arizona, but we can't talk about that yet. Okay. Jenny, you ain't at the gym. Yeah, you probably are actually. Good for you. That's great. Hi. No, don't move my stuff out of the way. If I want my stuff in the way, I'm going to put it there. Okay.
And if I want it out of the way, I'm going to move it.
I'm going to move it.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
So as Melissa mentioned, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to record our podcast live. We'll give it at least a couple of times to kind of see. But for those of you that have followed for a long time, goodness, for probably 4+ years, Melissa and I did a morning show every weekday, and it was always live. And so there was a lot of interaction with the people in the chat and comments and all that kind of good stuff. So we want to try to bring some of that back. And so we're just going to give it a try. We'll record live, then we'll do a quick edit and kind of send out a cleaner version. Like I'll edit out all the profanity, and then we will post it as normal as the podcast on all the podcast platforms, YouTube, Glue, all that kind of good stuff.
Let me say one thing before we get started. We are going through some new equipment that isn't new to us, but is new to doing this. It's pretty advanced. David is an attorney. He is not a technical engineer. If we freeze, we know it, right? Sometimes when a person freezes, you can still hear their voice. It's just their body that is frozen, but you can still hear their voice. We know it. You don't have to tell us, trust us, we know. Now, I would say the only thing is like if all of a sudden the sound goes out, that's pretty nice to know. Also, David and I took an online course yesterday because we're still learning some things. And we took an online course. The teacher was teaching and people were saying, you're freezing up. Well, she wasn't freezing up to us. So the problem was on their end. But what ended up happening is she's like, well, okay, they keep telling me I'm freezing. I guess I'll go. And she ends up disconnecting herself completely. And so 85% of the people that were watching were not having issues, but some ding dong from, Minneapolis kept telling her she's freezing up. Well, she tries to fix it for him and ends up disconnecting herself completely, which tells you a couple of things. Number one,
let's keep it easy on Minneapolis right now. They've been through a lot.
Why would I even say it? They've been through so much. Portland. They've been through stuff too. Okay. Anyway, sometimes it's on your end and it's not on everybody's, but trust us, we know. So it's going to be a little bit rocky, but the great thing is the people who've been with us through the rocky are here today. So
I actually don't believe it's going to be rocky at all on their end. It might be rocky on our end, but not on their end. So
okay,
they're all great. So
okay, perfect. I don't want to do the welcome until we're completely ready.
We are completely ready.
Okay.
On their end, we're completely ready. It's just this, which you can use that if you
want to. Perf. Do that for me while I enter us in. Okay. If you guys would bow your heads. Just a second. Okay, here we go. I was kidding about the prayer thing. Okay. Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to the Radke Show. I am your host, Melissa Radke. This is David Radke with me. He is here for all the women who always freak out when they don't see him. He is here. We are doing something a little bit different today. This is the podcast. It's normally what you listen to on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know a lot of you, though, you like to listen in the mornings when you're walking your dog, or maybe you're walking your cat on a leash. But you're here and you're like, why did the podcast come out so late? Why did it come out so late today? I already did my morning walk. It came out late today because we're trying something a little bit different. David's sitting right here beside me, and right in front of us are a bunch of cameras, and we are actually recording this podcast live. We're recording it live. It is 9 a.m. Central Standard Time as we're recording. I should say
ish.
9-ish. Okay. And what's so cool about this is if we record it live, that means we get interaction from people also live, which is awesome and fun. And we love that. And it really works for the tone of our show, but it just means it doesn't get uploaded until a little bit later. We're going to try it today. We're going to see what we think. Might not do it forever, but we are here. You have to understand that David is both a co-host and an engineer. So he will be playing a little bit with the computer as we are going along. Allow him to do that. He's just trying some things. I see that comments are already in. And so I want to welcome a couple of people who are already watching us live. I'm going to say hello to Elizabeth, to Jenny, who's at the gym this morning. She probably walking that tread. She walking that tread watching us. Julia is here.
Is that Jenny from the block?
Jenny from the block is here. Julia is live on YouTube. Hi, Julia. I'm so glad you're here. Whitney is listening to us. Elizabeth, she's at work, so she can't stay. But I love how she quit work to tell us that. Let's see. Whitney, Woo Pig. She's in Arkansas. Diane is here. Good morning, Diane. And Amy Corey is here. I'm so glad that you guys are here. And then we've got a ton of people over on Facebook. So that was on YouTube. We have got hello. Jocelyn Flynn. Oh, I think that's Brenda Goslin Flynn. Or is it Brenda Flynn Goslin? And then she goes, profanity. Who's using profanity? Nobody. Brenda, don't make me.
Brenda's never watched before.
Mickey is here. Chris is here. Samantha Joe is listening from Nebraska. Meredith Burton is currently reading your book while I'm recovering from ankle surgery and stuck sitting. Ooh. I love it. How awesome. Not the ankle part, the reading my book part. Chrislyn is here. Lacey is here. I'm so glad to see all you guys, Debbie and Karen, and hello from Lubbock, Texas to you guys. I'm so glad that y'all are here. Thank you so much for being a part. Welcome, David.
Welcome.
You got a pen in hand. You got paper in front of you. You got a computer. You got a phone. How can I help? I know. Here, do it again. That's how we feel this morning. But how can I help? What do you got going on here? Who are you looking at?
You can help by just talking to the peeps.
But I can have one thing on while you have on another thing. I can have on Facebook while you have on that.
Yeah.
You want me to do that?
He
doesn't want me to touch technology in any way. He actually doesn't want me to look at it, talk about it, refer to it, breathe near it.
She hates technology.
Our computer's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run an update.
I'm going to do something that you didn't ask me to do.
You guys, one of the things that we like to do on the podcast is we like to talk about real life. And I say that being funny, but in all seriousness, what is going on with Miss Nancy Guthrie? What in the world? What could it be, y'all? Give us your thoughts. I am just absolutely, I got to be honest with you. And David, you were sitting beside me last night. I pulled up Instagram and saw that Savannah had posted and she was reading off of a script. She had one, her sister had one, brother didn't say much. And I actually did not finish listening to it because it was really upsetting to me. Savannah looked horrible. She looked like all of us would look if we were in that situation, like she hasn't slept in days. Annie's eyes were swollen up. I didn't finish listening to it just because it really was bothering me. And what I did not realize was Savannah was going to speak, then it was going to go to Annie, and then it was going to go back to Savannah. And they were actually going to ask for proof of life. Because of dadgum AI, right? Mm. Any photos can just be created. And so they can't trust that. And Savannah, above everybody who's in the news and knows that kind of stuff. And so they have to see proof of life, which I guess is the classic holding a newspaper. Although that could be.
Even that now, it seems like.
What is proof of life now? Yeah. You can make an AI video, of little bitty tiny children talking.
Now, I feel like, people that like really know the person, they can look and go, okay, there's something just a little off here.
Maybe you can scan things now and like run it through something. Maybe the FBI is able to run it through something and say no. But I don't know how you would give proof of life video anymore.
Yeah,
I just don't know. One of the things that they talked about on the news that I watched was they have brought in the internet portion of the FBI to be very aware of anything like that coming in, anything AI related. Also, the FBI wrote the scripts like or maybe Savannah and her sister wrote them, but the FBI cleared them, okay? Because they are now thinking that this original ransom note may have been real. They're asking for crypto and it may have been legit. And so we have to begin to take this in a completely different direction. People are watching, let's see. Oh my gosh, Chrislyn, when she said that she spoke to her mom and said, God is with you, Mom. I wasn't in any place to watch it last night. I watched it this morning and I wasn't able to last night. She said, Mom, God is with you, Mom. You are a daughter of God, Mom. Remember that, Nancy. You are God's daughter. I just was like, I can't. I just, to think that I would feel that way, and my mom is 73. Now let's add 11 years onto her age. I just can't imagine. Whitney is saying she does not think that this was a random act. And Honey is saying 100% an inside job.
Honey wasn't the only one. There's been other people in the chat they said they think it's completely inside.
Oh, Lacey says, it seemed like Savannah was talking to someone she knew when she said, we're ready to listen. What? What do y'all, what? I'm so naive. I know that I'm so naive and I just can't. I just can't imagine it. I just can't. It just breaks my ever-loving heart. So,
and the fact of, because of the occupation Savannah has, there are so many eyes and interest on this. But in some way, I wonder if that makes it a little more difficult.
Oh, I can't.
Because it throws all the potential, I was going to say crazies, but people that want to try to go, hey, let's do a ransom note to see if we can make some money, or let's just mess with them and throw them off the trail just because we're morons. It just seems like it makes it so much harder. So you want that awareness in case anybody's seen anything, heard anything, but at the same time, you're kind of opening the door for a lot more, difficulty as well.
Tanya says, I heard that the son-in-law was a suspect. Has that been changed? I heard that too. They were bringing in the car the last time that she was in Annie and Tomasino's car. Tomasino is his name. He's Italian. I know you thought that was a German name, so I was just making sure y'all knew your nationalities. The last time that she was in Annie and Tomasino's car, they brought the car in. Now they're saying that they brought that in for some different reasons. I don't know. And it ain't like I think they're going to tell us, but I will tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all this. Okay. I'm just trying to find something to lighten the mood, but that sheriff, he did a little interview this morning. I don't think he's probably wrapped his mind around it. I want you to ask me questions, and I'm going to be the sheriff, the sweet little gray-headed sheriff. I want you to ask me questions that you're an attorney. Ask me questions that a news reporter or somebody would ask.
What is the latest information that you have?
You tell me. You tell me. Do another one.
Okay. Is it true you brought the car in?
What's really true anymore? And before I make fun, okay, I want to tell you guys, if something like this happened in Lufkin, we would be up a creek.
Okay.
We would be up a creek.
I was actually about to say something about this, but somebody just commented the Inside Edition last night said that that was not from the police and that they have no suspects.
That was not from what police?
Yeah.
What are you talking
about? About the brother-in-law or son-in-law, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was just going to say, in the world we live in,
they have to ask family.
Absolutely. But in the world we live in, it's so sad that if somebody's name is just mentioned in something that happened, if it was, kidnapping like this or a sex assault or whatever, immediately they're found guilty and their life is totally changed.
Right.
And if a day later somebody else is actually caught with, hard evidence that they committed that crime, they don't ever come back and say, hey, whoops, we made a mistake. We shouldn't have mentioned, John Smith on air. Or if they do, it's just like a little bitty blip and no one hears that.
Yeah.
And so,
well, when Elizabeth Smart was taken, everyone said, Ed, her father. And it would just nearly destroyed them. And guess what? It wasn't Ed. So you have to be careful with that. Someone did say Trump on the news that Trump actually called Savannah yesterday, President Trump, and has released a lot of all resources to help them. But I just want to go back to when he called Savannah and see what that conversation was like. Because didn't she go like hard on him once?
She was pretty
public,
wasn't a
town hall kind of thing.
Town hall, yeah.
She went hard on him. So do you think that he called her and she was like this? Hello, Savannah? I don't even know how he talks. And she's like, what? I don't know how that went. I'm sure she was so appreciative.
I think she was firm on him, but I don't remember her like attacking him like maybe some others have. Like she was firm and would follow up on her question.
I thought you meant on the call. And I'm like, how did you hear what happened?
Oh.
She was firm on him.
She's
like, I want to bring my mother home and you need to know that.
You were talking about when she...
Lord, I don't even care. David, I have slept since then. David has to remind me on a daily basis who our own governor is. All right. Carol, honey, just go by honey. It wasn't officially from police, but from a very reliable source. Watch the Ashley Banfield. Okay, I will. Don't even get me started on John Bonet, y'all. People are now saying, look at this girl from this Epstein picture that was released. She's wearing the exact same jumper with the Peter Pan collar, white Peter Pan collar, blue corduroy jumper. Now look at this picture of John Bonet Ramsey. She's wearing a white Peter Pan collar.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
But of course, she's a victim. So whatever is released from Epstein files,
they're blurred out,
but you can see what they're wearing. And it's the same thing. John Bonet. Don't y'all, there are rabbit holes on TikTok. You dare not go down. You dare not go down them. But I do think one of the things we have to keep in mind in this day and age is that we are raising up a generation who are going to be our next leaders and our next head of the FBI, head of CSI. No, not CSI.
I mean,
CIA.
There is CSI, but
and
CIA.
They're this next generation of really smart people. Like, for instance, the other day, Remy, who is studying criminology and wants to be in the FBI. I told her, I said, I hope that they have something in AI that they can figure out what's real. And she said, this is a quote. You can't tell what's anime and what's not, Mom. It's totally obvious. And I said, I'm sorry, I said AI. She goes, are you trying to say anime? I said, nope. I'm trying to say, get a degree, you moron, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah. Okay.
AI. Well, you mean what everybody writes their college papers with? What does that got to do with the picture?
I'm going to tell you what. Our kid ain't writing her papers with AI because David's been trying to get her to get on AI just for study tools. And she's like, she's kind of behind like the times.
I'm trying to get, I'm telling you, if you have anybody, and I'm about to move into Rocco in high school, because there's one class in particular he's having some difficulty with. If
history,
if there was AI around when I went through school, it would have been so much easier. I mean, I did pretty good on my grades, but I worked my dang butt off.
Yeah.
And like, because of my ADHD and my attention, I would literally record every law school class. And so after being in the class, taking the notes, then I would go back and listen to the entire class again because I knew I'd missed things or didn't put it in my notes. And now you can dump that stuff into AI and it makes summaries. It gives you quizzes. It makes you flashcards. You can take practice tests. Like,
yeah.
Oh my Lord. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
So
I got to tell you guys, I'm working on a new book, and I told David this yesterday. I got on AI, and this is actually something that I wrote a long time ago. I'm just here to kind of revise it. And before I put it out into the world and make it more current. And I told AI, I need your help writing a book. And of course, AI was like, I'm on it. And I said,
calm down. I'm not asking
you. AI, dear AI, I'm a writer. I actually don't need help with words. I don't need help with thoughts. I need help with structure and remembering order. I need you to be like a personal assistant to me and say things like, when I give you chapter 1, I want you to say, oh, you actually repeated that on page 107. Do you want to repeat 107 and page 93?
Kind of review it like an editor would.
Yo, I got so much done. I've never wanted to kiss a screen more in my life. It never told me words. It only told me structure. Oh, I absolutely love that last paragraph, Melissa. What do you think that last paragraph might be better at the end? Because remember, the title of chapter 2 is blank, which means you're going right into this story. I'm getting chills talking about it. I'm getting chills.
She's getting chills. They're multiplying. So I mentioned Rocco and high school and AI. What in the world did you watch or listen to Tuesday's podcast with Rocco?
Y'all,
I think
if you watched or listened to Tuesday's podcast where David wasn't the co-host, Rocco was, This is the chapstick my son, our next president, found on a golf course, opened it up, wiped it on his hands to make
Called
sure
it
he
clean.
got the dirt off, and then applied it to his lips. Okay.
It was very entertaining later when I wasn't there. And so when I saw that, I said, oh, I know what that is. That's that little pocket chub rub. You know, like when you walk and it burns the inside of your thighs. Yeah, that's just a to-go one.
And Rocco went like this.
Yeah.
He went, what? And Davey goes, yeah, people, they pick stuff up, move it to the side, and put a little chub rub
so
there.
You don't get raw.
Rocco looked right at him and went, well, this feels good on lips too.
It smells good.
It smells good on lips.
That's not what it was. I was just messing with him.
How did you think he did?
But well, listen, so my goal in my whole life has never been to be in front of the camera. I kind of like being behind the camera or in front of a computer screen or at a lunch negotiating something. But I'm now starting to feel a little insecure of my co-hosting abilities.
Why?
Because last week we had Cynthia on.
Yeah,
everybody
awesome.
loves.
Go back and listen to that podcast.
Everybody loves Cynthia. Maybe they should do a podcast together.
I think we will.
And then Rocco. Oh, Rocco is so funny. Rocco, blah, blah, blah. I was like,
I got literal texts.
Maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
I got literal text from people. Rocco, Miss Mickey texted me. Rocco was so great. I mean, I got texts from people going, that was hysterical. I would like to say, if you watched that podcast and you told me that it was great, congrats. Your hearing must be elite, because I could barely understand. I could barely understand a word he was saying. He was sitting right beside me. He said he was like that. He's a doll, says Debbie. Oh Lord. People were laughing. He was hilarious. They're saying, okay, but Debbie, could you understand him? Is the question. Because he talks like this. He talks loud, and he talks like a redneck. You know what I'm saying?
And he moves a lot when he's talking.
And he just talks about trucks all the time. Y'all know those guys who go to the gym constantly? They're always in the gym, and they wear those tank tops that go real low and show their nipples. And they're just huge, and they're just in the gym all the time, and their thighs, they can't barely fit them in a car. You know, you call them meatheads. What do you call a guy a gearhead? Because that's all he talks about is his truck. And sometimes he'll talk about his boots, but a lot of times he likes to talk about truck and waders, his waders.
And then he goes into hunting, and then now we're going into fishing.
Everybody that's watching right now, you guys, I see your comments coming through on YouTube and Facebook. Tell David how much you love him. Okay?
You gotta tell me how much you love him.
You tell David how much you love him as a co-host. Him's a little bit hurt. I will tell you this, Dave. Sometimes I've started off the podcast with like just me, and I'll, whatever. Cause like Cynthia started off just me and I introduced, I will have comments. I thought David wasn't going to be there, and he's so cute. I just love David. You know, the women love you. Debbie says, I'm from Texas. Of course I understood him. Okay, good. I'm afraid if anybody from like Seattle or Connecticut at watch, they were like, see, this is what we've always thought about the South. Good morning from Oxford, Mississippi, Miss Donna. We're so glad that you're here. We love David. Y'all have the best banter. I tell him that all the time. We're great together.
Well, I would tell you, I thought Rocco was hysterical. He kept coming in when I was editing it, and he kept going, what are you laughing at now? He just cracked me up. He's a funny kid, but it didn't necessarily show on the podcast, but I will put his heart up to any other boy's heart. He has got a solid heart. He's a good kid. Not a perfect kid, but a good kid.
He's a good one. Well, guys, because we are doing this for a podcast, I know we're doing it live for you. I'm going to do a commercial break moment right now. We are not going anywhere. It's just for the podcast. So I'm going to say that we're going to just don't go anywhere. Okay. We'll be right back after this. I'm going to write that down.
No.
Okay. We are back, and we are doing something today that I love doing. I will say that I have the links for everything I'm going to show you today. I'd actually emailed them to you, but since your computer's down, I have them on the phone. I can grab them and I can put them in the live comments. So if I am talking about something that you would like to grab for yourself, just say I want, and I'll get a link and I will put it up, and then y'all can just kind of share it amongst yourselves. But if you're listening to this on the podcast, don't worry, it will be in the show notes. Okay. Today we're doing an episode of Thursday Things, and I always tell David when we're doing Thursday Things so he can bring in his Thursday Things. Yeah. But he only has one Thursday Things to bring in, and it's something that he actually is going to tell you, not link. So I didn't tell him because I had so many things. It was hard for me to narrow down. I've got 4 things I want to show. I could have showed 6 or 7 things that I'm just loving right now. So I'm like, I'm not even going to tell David. But he told me, or he's like, I've got one thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thursday Things are the things that I am loving, obsessing over, cooking, watching, buying, using, you name it. But do you want to go first since you've only got one?
Sure.
Go for it.
So we are watching, is it the 4th season? The 4th season of a show that
maybe 5. I don't know. 4.
That most of y'all will probably be aware of by this point because it is kind of taken off. It is like I guess you call it guilty pleasure. I mean, it's not like when you walk away from it, you just like feel better about yourself or challenged to change the world. But it's kind of funny and entertaining.
Oh, we are all into it. We watch 2 at a time.
But part of the reason I'm so interested, she'll probably say not, is the show we are watching is Traitors. And the little added interest for us is the very first season of Traitors, they asked Melissa to be a cast member. Mm-hmm. And because of timing with her schedule and timing with Remy's birthday, she passed on it, which I think was a blessing in disguise, because like one of the first episodes, they were putting people in like coffins.
Burying them alive.
Stuff like that. So
that's satanic.
She would not have been very good.
I wouldn't have been a friend to the people.
And she can't lie.
I thought you were going to say, and she can't run.
No,
sometimes they got a rowboats and stuff. I don't know if I want to do that.
So it's kind of interesting, and to see how it's just kind of taken off. But the Traitors is really enjoyable.
I love it too, Dave.
It's the first 4 seasons have been people that you've probably seen somewhere, from Housewives to people that have been on Survivor or Big Brother or Love Island or stuff. There's some Olympians on there, maybe an actor or 2, and so they're somewhat noticeable. From what I understand, the next season, the Traitors has been on Peacock, the streaming service, but next season I believe it's actually going to be on NBC and Peacock, and it's going to be open to everybody.
So your average Joes will be on there.
Yeah,
but you can watch it on Peacock right now. Okay, so here's the deal. I do want to know in the comments what your thoughts are on Traitors and who you love and who you don't love, but I do need you to know this. Traitors is on episode 7 right now. We are only on episode 4 because we let it get ahead so that we can watch like 2 at a time. So,
and let's don't say anything that's going to spoil it for someone that maybe hadn't even started. Give them a real quick synopsis of what it is.
It's the game Mafia. There are 3 traitors. Everybody else is a faithful, and the faithfuls have to figure out who the traitors is and vote them off. So we just saw Miss Donna get voted.
Spoilers.
David, I won't.
Saying any name is a spoiler. That's so irritating.
I said Miss Donna. She could be a Sunday school teacher. I went to church with Donna Sumners. I worked with her. She worked in the nursery. I could have been talking about her. Nobody knows it was anybody else. Don't be mad.
I just don't like you spoiling things for people.
I'm not spoiling
Yes, you did.
You did. No, I'm not.
You did. Move along.
Okay.
Great. It's a very entertaining.
Oh, Honey acts like it's on NBC as well. but that you just don't hear them cussing.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
Which, by the way, Johnny Weir cussed last night, and I thought it was pretty funny. When Alan goes, the game is, the whole thing is already over. You missed it completely. And he went, oh, shit. Oh, okay. Anyway, here we go with my Thursday things. They're odd. They're an assortment. I wasn't going to show this because I wasn't going to show it because I have talked about it before. I've talked about it in my newsletter. I think I've mentioned it on my Insta stories a lot. But y'all, I'm bringing it out here today in hopes that David will let me put just a little bit on his face. In hopes that he'll let me just put a little. I was talking to Remy on the phone the other night, and y'all, she was already upset about a grade. I didn't want to upset her anymore and say, you know what would make you feel better? A tanning bed. But she was so pasty white. So I didn't say anything, but I thought, if she's that pasty, I'm that pasty. So I got out my glow drops. This is my Sunshine Serum glow drops. I have them on today, which is why it looks like I have a little bit of sun on my face. Okay? Because you can mix this in your moisturizer and it will just give you a little bit of a sun glow. I actually put it in foundation. You can mix it. It just gives you a little bit. But y'all, we're at the time of year when everybody needs it. Okay? So just say, I want, and I will grab the link for you. But I was wondering if maybe, he took his hat off. He knows it's coming. David, let me just put a little bit of this on you.
We'll clean it off on the back of your hand.
No, you're lying.
No, I want to see how much it is, like how dark it is.
Well, they have light and medium. I use medium.
No,
David.
That's going to make me look like Harry Hamlin. Is that who I'm thinking of? Did I say that wrong?
That was so weird. That's going to make me look like Harry Hamlin. Okay.
Is that right? Is it who I'm thinking of?
He probably is tan. Let me just put this little tiny bit on your cheek. Oh, David. Oh, David, you need this on your face, honey.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I put so little. You can't even tell. You need some sun. Okay, I'm going to get it right now, and I'm going to get the link, and I'm going to give it to you guys. But listen to me. Can y'all just share it?
While she's doing that, I just want to tell you how much this first episode is irritating the fire out of me.
Wow.
Because there's no way I can do a clean edit because you keep referring to things from the live. The goal is to have a clean edit where if somebody's listening to the podcast, they think they're listening to the normal podcast, not like they missed out on something. Mm-hmm. And you are making that next to impossible.
Stacy, ready. I just sent it to you. Can you make sure that for anybody that says I want, that you copy and paste it in there? Help each other out. I can't do it all. Okay.
All these links will be available in the show notes on all the platforms as well as YouTube.
You guys, this is from a company called Mel Marie, which I'm affiliate for. I absolutely love the company. It's a mother and daughter that own it. It's ran by women, created by women. They're a Jesus-loving family. Not that, that's nice to do business with, but there's several things that Mel Marie has that I absolutely love. I could have brought my Magna Chill in here. Don't laugh. It's a magnesium roll-on from them, and I roll it on my knees and on my feet every single night before I go to bed, and it helps relax them. But this is their Glow Drops Sunshine Serum, and I actually really, really love it. It's a little bitty thick. You don't need a ton. You'll get used to how much. I use medium, so use light if you're really fair-skinned. Otherwise, medium will work fine for you.
Okay, is it not just like a, not concealer? Foundation?
No, it doesn't provide any coverage. You're not going to cover up brown spots, or you're not going to cover up pimples with this.
But you're just asking me to put makeup on.
It's really not. It's called a Sunshine Serum. It's just a serum. It's going to lay on your skin like a nice little tan. It's not going to be a foundational coverage for you, which is why I mix it with foundation or with, moisturizer. So get over yourself. All right. Did y'all like that? Okay. Anything I need to see? Jen says I didn't spoil it. Okay. Here we go. My next one. Parched. All right. This is an odd one. But I saw a girl that I love on TikTok using this on her face. And I was like, what is that? Why is she using that? And it just so happened that she was using this right around the time that Remy came home for the holidays and stole all of my makeup washcloths and took them back to school with her. So I was having to use just a normal washcloth to wash my face at night. And I saw her using these and I looked them up. These are called clean towels. They sit in your bathroom. You open them like this, and here they are. Okay. They are made from 100%. Well, who cares about that? No harsh chemicals, no detergent, no rough texture, no harm to your skin barrier. It's not a wipe. It's a towel that puts your skin health first. There is a smooth side and a textured side. Okay. So at night, I open this up. I spray my face because I'm into the double cleanse. I spray my face with my oil remover or my oil cleanser, and I wipe, and get all my makeup. And I take this out and I wet it. And when I wet it, it doesn't get like it's going to fall apart. No. I take this textured side and I get off all that makeup. And then I wet it again. And a lot of the makeup slides right off of here. I wet it again, wring it out. And then I put on my cleanser and I use the smooth side. And then I don't put it in the toilet and flush it. I put it in the trash can. And I absolutely love it. I love it. I don't feel like I'm putting something that's been washed over and over and over and just has old stuff in it. I really love it. It's bacteria free. It's dermatologist approved. 96% of people saw improvement in skin health. It's great if your skin is sensitive. It also says you can dry your sink and mirror. I don't do that, but I just love it. I know it's kind of an odd thing.
Was that sink and mirror or your stinking mirror?
Dry your stinking mirror. It says dry your sink, counter, and mirror. So I love it. And now she was using it. She splashes her face. And then she took it to dry her face. But I always just kind of do this to dry my face at night. But I absolutely love it. Okay.
Is that how I get this off? I use a clean towel to get that off.
For the love of Sam Hill. Barely anything, David. Come on. If you knew how bad you needed a tan. Okay, where can I see if somebody's wanting it?
Summer's coming.
Where can I see if somebody's wanting
it? You're looking right there.
Okay. If anybody says I will put it up. All right. Okay. Dang it. Pamela Marsh. I'm going to get it for you, girl.
Go on, get it.
Go on, get it.
Hey, we are so appreciative for you watching the Radke Show, spending a little bit of time with us. Wherever you watch the Radke Show, we are on all the major podcast platforms, as well as YouTube and the Glue Network. Please make sure you subscribe. Click that little button for notifications so you don't miss a thing. Just like today when we went live, you'll be notified if you are subscribed and you have the notifications on.
Joetta says, I absolutely love these cloths. I thought I had really found something that nobody else knew about, but I didn't know. I honestly didn't know how many are in there and how much. 50 are in here. So that's 50 nights of cleaning your face. I don't remember how much they were. I want to say like $3.99. They were not much at all. I don't know. I could look it up really quickly. They were not a lot. So, all right. Anyway, we're going to continue on, but I want to say this next one, I am not a medical doctor. I'm not a medical doctor.
What?
I know a lot of people come to me for medical advice. I can't help that. I'm not a medical doctor, but I play one on TV.
Was Dr. Ruth actually a medical doctor?
I think she was. She was a sex therapist.
Oh, she was. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Where did that come from?
I kind of thought she just threw that on there to get a little more attention.
No, that would be Dr. Phil. But don't speak ill of him. He's having a lot of financial trouble.
He wasn't really a doctor?
No.
Oh, people would have went nuts if he wasn't.
Maybe they have gone nuts, but he's not. He's just Dr. Phil. He's not a doctor at all. He's an attorney. That would be like you going by Dr. Dave, which is kind of sexy, actually.
Technically.
The link shows they're $15 for 50. Oops.
What? She don't know.
That should tell you everything you need to know about me.
Okay, I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
$15 ain't much.
We do have to move because we're going really, really long.
Oh, okay.
But I do want to ask you 3 questions because it ties to that. I would like you to tell me, what is the price of a gallon of milk, a carton of eggs, and a loaf of bread?
A gallon of milk is $2.50. You don't know. You don't know where I'm getting it. I might be talking about the one at the dollar store.
You go into Farmer Todd and he's shooting it and you're catching it, maybe, but
that's what she said. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. A loaf of bread be cheap. It'd be cheap. Eggs are probably $6.
No, what's the bread?
I don't know, $1.20.
No, the cheap bread is $3, and the bread that you would pick up is more like 7 or 8.
Anywho, those make your face clean. Okay. Next, Glucose Goddess. The Glucose Goddess anti-spike formula. I actually interviewed her a couple of years ago for one of my podcasts. Her name is Jessie. She told me that she was working on something. I wondered what it was. This is what it is. It's been out for a while. Glucose Goddess is one of the only companies I have ever contacted personally myself and asked them if I could be an affiliate for their product because the product is that good. They told me, they said, oh, we're so sorry. We're brand new. We don't even have affiliates. About a year later, I found them on the TikTok shop because the TikTok shop is like Amazon. There ain't nothing you can't get. Okay. I'm still not an affiliate for them, but I am telling you right now, if you are a PCOS girl, this is going to be your best friend. This is the anti-spike formula. It's the only formula they have. So don't be like, oh, okay, now what's that one called? It's the only thing they offer. You take 2 of these pills right before you are about to eat your heaviest carb meal of the day. Okay. For me, I eat a light dinner. I don't eat breakfast. So usually that's my lunch. I take 2 of these before that. It will keep your insulin from spiking, which will aid in several different things: bloating, fatigue, brain fog. But it helps with insulin resistance. And the biggest thing for me, and I cannot explain it, but it says it'll do it, it has taken away a sweet tooth. If you have a sweet tooth that you cannot satiate for the life of you, these will blow your mind. Okay. I have the link. If you want, I will post them. The link is in the show notes as well. It's just to prove to you how much I love this. I actually subscribe to it, and they don't send you a glass bottle every month like this. They send you this the first time, and then you can subscribe and you actually get a refill on it every single month. I have 2 of these. That's how much I love this product. It's wonderful. Okay. All right. Last,
but certainly not least,
what do you want me to say to you? This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. My best friend Janet got it for me. If you need to zoom in, that's Shep. That's my dog.
Here, let me zoom in.
That's my dog, Shep. Okay? It is a hat. It is a hat with your dog and your dog's name on it. And it's not an ugly hat. It is a cute little trucker hat. And where is he? Oh my God. I love that dog so much. I love him more than my own life. Look at this hat, how adorable it is. If you want, let me know. I'll be able to give. Yeah, people are like, Shep, there's Shep. Janet said it was so hard. You have to approve the picture before they will actually make the hat. And she had to write them back and say, I don't approve the picture. He looks so mean. And the lady wrote her back and said, he doesn't look mean. He's just so dark. You can't really see his eyes. And so Janet had to say, can you make his eyes a little bit bigger? And then they put Shep. And she's like, do you want it to say Shep or Dr. Derek Shepherd? I said, just say Shep.
So you send in the picture and then I don't know what they call it, but they
do magic.
It's not animated. I mean, it's not like that, but it's very, very cool. It's very
Isn't
cool.
it so cute? Chris, if you will share this, that would be great. I'm going to give you the link. And anybody else that says they want it, Chris, if you will just copy and paste it into their.
And it's cool because there's other companies that make nice hats that will have a Cocker Spaniel or a Golden Retriever or whatever, but to have yours.
Yeah, in case you got a little mixed dog, a little Heinz 67 dog.
So I think that's.
I just think, I told David, I said, I don't know what's cuter, the hat or me in the hat or Shep on the hat, but I think it's me in the hat. So that's a great hat for Dirty Hair Days right there. Hey guys, we will be right back after this. All right, we are back. David Radke doesn't want to do our little famous sketch that we normally do or our game because he says we've gone too long. But that's everybody's favorite part.
You better get to it.
Okay, here's what it is. You are going to say what I like to do on my day off in my voice, using my words. I don't know what you're going to say, but I'm going to mouth them. Here we go.
I'm okay. Girl, I'm going to get up in my bed. I'm going to get all cuddly up. I'm going to fix my drink.
Why? I don't talk that high, first of all. And do it. People can't. Start over with all those words.
Girl, I'm going to get up in my bed. I'm going to get all cuddled up. I'm going to put my Lola up to my head. I'm going to get my drink ready. And I'm going to watch me some murder. And if it's a really good day, I'm going to find me a Texas pastor murder.
You talk so fast.
Well, when you get excited about your off days, so do you.
Okay. Ready? I'm doing yours. I take naps. I take a mid-morning nap. I take an afternoon nap. I take a late evening nap. And between those naps, I watch sports. All sports, but mainly Arkansas sports. I also like the football sports. I also will watch a NASCAR sometimes because when those cars go around and around and around, it makes me tired. And then at least once, maybe twice, I'll take a poop.
That sounds like a pretty good off day.
Hey, make sure to subscribe to the Radke Show wherever you listen to your podcast, and it will show you right there where you can hit subscribe and you can leave a review. Please leave us a review, 5 stars if you're feeling generous. Anything else to say to them?
Thanks for hanging out with us.
It went pretty well today. We will see you next Tuesday. Will we go live? I don't know. Maybe you should hang around and see. We're going to see what the response is, and then we'll let you know. Love you guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
How do you think it went? So we went an hour, and our podcasts are supposed to be 30 minutes. Okay, so sorry that we went so long, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We will keep you posted on whether or not we will do it again next Tuesday. In the meantime, we love you. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.